Hi there. I understand some people have been a little concerned. So, no time like the present to maybe pound down some of those concerns. Welcome to Mania, first and foremost. I didn't let my team, my mods, nobody in Discord. Hello, geeks. Hi there. Um, I did not give anybody a notice. Hello, Miranda, Live Freedom. Hi, guys. I'm okay, by the way. I wanted to clarify that. Millbilly, Shade Darker, what's up, my dude? Let me drop this thing right here. Okay. There's the thing, okay? If anybody at all wants to come up here, we do not have to stay married to any one topic or thing. We vibe. That's that, okay? There's perhaps some things that I feel Cindy D, my son's life mattered. Hello. That's our thing. We've been doing that for a while now. Black Sheep, everything this evening is good, man. Okay. So as we know, I had to attend the funeral of a very good friend, mentor, and I've said mentor. Like I don't want people to get confused. Okay, like you can have a mentor in many things in life. Okay, people. If what's up, C Fouls, White Dragon. By the way, the Streamyard link is inside of the chat. I cannot pin the sucker because I can't go back, or maybe I can. I'm just being lazy, but I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and I'll spam the chat. Hey, Brandy, what's up? Good to have Brandy. That's somebody right there. 1996. I've known this cat from then to now. Tumult, thank you for your condolences. Um, oh, well, Miranda, very much so. All right, here's where I'm at right now. Okay, and first, let me clarify what I was just talking about. You can have a mentor in many things in life, as we know. We learn in this big old freestyle. We learn a lot of things. We learn how to cope with things we wouldn't wish on our worst enemies, right? So Josh is very much like the mentor that I had in terms of making me feel like I could ever do this whole podcast thing. All right. That he told me I can be engaging when I start my rants and I've been doing a lot of those solo things. So I wanted to open up the opportunity on various fronts here, okay? Anybody that thinks or feels, and this is not an invitation for drama, this is me being what I'm trying to freaking represent here, okay? The dividers are truly invitations to conversation, not confrontation. But if somebody needs to have a confrontation with me, the link is right there. And I truly hope that everybody has kind of some sort of foundation of why they are here. Let that just be the case. Remember that before you hit the button, before we get to wherever we get to. That being said, though, so Josh is the mentor that helped me feel that, yeah, maybe I can go on a public platform like YouTube. Maybe I can speak and see where it all goes. And I'm still very much in that flow. I don't know what's to become of the vision, but I know what the mission is, and that keeps everything very much on track for me. By the way, shout out and well wishes to a certain member of the community. He's a mod. I'm not going to put his name out there because I only heard through the grapevine. So one of our family, because that's how we treat each other here, is sick with COVID. He's gonna be fine. We know this. Okay, we've dealt with it, and he's in a certain field that sees to it that he will be treated very appropriately. Our hearts, our well wishes are with you, brother, and you know we're just a phone call away. Okay, so that being said, Sean was a mentor to me in the sense that well, Brandy, you ain't kidding. Okay, what's up, boy, mom? Brandy, but you and I, how many Lil Payday 69 on his track? What? Shout out Lil Payday 69 on his track. I missed that one. Sorry. I am behind on a lot of things. Life has been kicking my ass a little bit, but I'm still kicking back. But Brandy, yeah, we have lost too many between our group alone. D-Rad. And I mean, I don't know if it's tasteful to even say the first names of all the people that we grew up with: Cody, Adam, Lindsay, Zach, And that's just the first four that come to mind. I don't even want to go and think deep enough and further back enough. And it goes even like now. Who I was thinking about recently? Michelle. I won't say her last name. She's still on my friends list, and I see her every time. What's up, Insanity? Ellen, Joko, Jack, Queen Survivor. But yeah, so yesterday was a trip. Y'all saw my live. You saw one of my old best friends there. That was my boy Brandon. She was the one that came up and said, "Take that effing sticker off of your car. Take that Bernie Sanders sticker off of your car." So I like oxymorons. I like paradoxes, right? I just like Progressive Patriot, right? Two things they don't go together. So I have the Punisher sticker and I have the Bernie Sanders sticker right there, one on top of the other or next to each other. And one of my buddies, who is either, I don't know anymore, he's either going to be a cop or he's going to run a company, one of the two, but very much the man bleeds blue. Trust me on that. And I don't mean that in a democratic sense. Went the first time he saw this paradox, he was like, "Oh my God, those two things don't go there. What's up, Mr. President? What's up, Pooh, aka DJ Bricks? I was wishing you okay. I mean, I didn't appropriately reach out and tell you this is gonna go down. This is mania, and because of the way life has come at me recently, I have decided to actually spend some time with real humanity tonight. So this is unfortunately not going to be a whole thing, but I just needed to check in. I know. I definitely, hell yeah, man. Listen, Black Sheep all the way, Creek Squad, and I do have. So here, I got some about Creek Squad right quick. I gotta catch up with Upchurch's new music. So at the not the funeral itself, after the funeral for Sean, there was this my our old boy. He was he married into the family. I don't want to speak falsely, but he was definitely like one of Sean's brothers. Okay, and he was a friend to me, and he we were just guys that worked for a freaking construction flooring company, carpet company. We lay what we stretch, and the dude owns a horse farm. So we all, for the celebration of life, which was it was amazing, and Sean would have been proud. Sean would have been so, all right, here's why I'm even bringing up the Creek Squad thing. While we were at the farm, I just randomly had the urge to just start asking some people. I've been doing this since Upchurch shared my videos, and Patty Lynn has been nothing but sweet to me, and Creek Squad embraced me and helped this platform. Ever since that, and even before that, it was through somebody else I learned of FU Paintsville, Kentucky, and then, believe it or not, oddly enough, it was because of Nicole Arbor's drama back then with Upchurch that I started digging into who is this dude and what's all this stuff about. And yes, of course, and him popping into true crime, which is where I believe a lot of new faces got introduced to Upchurch and Creek Squad. And I only wish that people would be just very upfront about that. And if they are, good. I have been upfront about that. I really hope that that's what everybody thinks. That's the damn consensus, because I've been very, very candid about that from day one. So I started asking, sometimes at work, I'll be like, there's this one cat, he walked in with a Johnny Cash shirt, and he looked to be about in his 20s. I'm like, bro, Upchurch? He's like, hell yeah, I know Upchurch, bro. What you know about that? And so I told him the whole YouTube journey. He's like, oh my God, it's freaking awesome, dude. I was like, yo, easy, man. He only shared a video. Homeboy was almost fitting to ask me for an autograph. I'm like, nah, bro. So yeah, at the farm, I started asking some people, and it was the younger demographic. This is what led to the short I did when I was walking away from the farm, where there was a bunch of food trucks and everything was freaking comped, man. A food truck with endless tacos. Okay, I'm talking about quality tacos. We ain't talking Taco Bell tacos. We are talking real steak, real pork, real chicken, shrimp, veggie. I don't, not a single soul at that farm got a veggie taco. Okay, let's get that as a matter of record. But I got what, one steak taco, two pork tacos. Oh my God, it was the bomb diggity. And then a freaking icy truck comes by and it's all comped. My boy Paul is riding freaking good, and he owns. Dude, I got to pet a bunch of horses. There was a pony, And then one of the reasons why I decided to leave when I did is because one of his horses who was oh yeah, and I did mean to, and I mean what I said in the short. Upchurch does seem to have the future demographic locked, man. The high schoolers and the college age kids all knew Upchurch. It's when I started to get more to the older demographic. I was getting more no's than yeses, so that I thought was neat, and it's a testament, and it goes in the face of an individual who I've made a couple videos about, who once said, Upchurch's entire following is completely based on YouTube. He's a YouTuber. And I'm the title of my video about that statement is titled "The Dumbest Comment on YouTube." That's the title. Feel free to find it if you want to go and look up the receipts. So that's enough about that. So yeah, yesterday I'll be very, very candid here. Okay, the going to Sean's funeral, it fucked me up. It really did. He was a mentor to me. He was he was a pain in the ass, but he was a good man. All right. He was the king of inappropriate humor and jokes, which has it later became a part of who I am. It helped me use and discover humor as to be used as levity. We can weaponize humor. Did you go to a doc, or can I find these types of tests? I'm sorry, Lilith, what tests are you talking about there? Did you go to a doc, or can I find these types of tests online for free for myself? I don't know what test you're referring to. I was diagnosed, like officially, when I was 19 years old. My whole story, which is pretty old by now, I think I broke my brain using MDMA for about 2 years. And before the MDMA, which is known as E, or now they're stronger. Everything's stronger now, which scares the crap out of me. It's why I'm even scared of smoke in this day and age. Right? Everything's medical grade, synthetic, and all this and that. Yeah, you ain't get. By the way, I sure did. But oh, and Lilith, or Little Boston. I'm calling you Lilith. I'm sorry. Little Boston, you can if you simply search with any search engine. I would not recommend a self-diagnosis, by the way. I just wouldn't. We tend to, with a self-diagnosis, start to see about our own treatment. Now, we're already in the United States, which is the only first world country that allows the big pharma corruption to advertise directly through our TVs. And they already plant in our heads, like, first off, do your legs move? Do you blink? Do you enjoy oxygen? Are you happy when you're happy? Are you sad when you're sad? Well, take papaxilin or something. So then we have our mind already filled with a bunch of solutions when we don't even understand our own problems. So we go to a doctor not really as a patient that needs help. We go to a doctor as a consumer that's seeking just that, consumerism. We're already recommending for the different types of drugs that we should not be the ones recommending to our healthcare providers. They should be, like in other first world countries, recommending based on the information and their professional assessment what they feel we should be on, so we can better learn to cope with what we are dealing with. And the whole stigma of people that like look down or try to make you feel less than because you are open about the fact that you suffer from depression, anxiety, bipolar, mania. All I have to say about anybody like that is that they are sad, and I promise you they're dealing with their own problems. That is guaranteed. And speaking of that, there's somebody with their own problems here right now. Fantastic. But yeah, truly. So please don't self-diagnose. It is tempting, especially just this day and age. Everything's so accessible to us. And for the record, this is day 7 for me. Um, no booze. It was very tempting, especially like one of those like in Sean's honor kind of thing. What's up, Greek Squad? It's good to see you. GSXR. Welcome. See Fowls, brother. That MDMA thing, it really did a number. Um, The come downs were intense. The depression that would uh that would just be the inevitable after. What's up? If you just want to say hello, this is the first live. Oh, good, good, good. I know. Well, good. And listen, from the heart, I know what you're speaking of and from. Truly, yeah, dude. It's there. Shade. You, of course. Everybody's welcome. Truly. All right. Even like just some of the sillies out there in the world. You're welcome up on the panel. Just wave backstage, and we'll get the thing going. And so, just I don't know, without putting you on blast, so to speak, I understand the the challenge that you're going through. There's a lot of us that just want to get on here and do what we do, and it's cathartic. It helps me get through some of the issues I experience. Okay, I'm very happy that I've been able to maintain the sobriety. Only 7 days. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. And yeah, while we're not only trying to tend to our own wellness and health, sanity, we're trying to do something a little bigger, something greater than ourselves is usually what I consider doing anything on YouTube to be. It is trying to find a purpose greater than ourselves, which is humbling. And that's why I believe in building up a community. I was speaking with another platformer today, about what did we start, what were our intentions when we had started this journey. And and that's it. You know what? Thank you, live, and that's a big shout out to Mr. Insanity Reacts right there. By the way, fantastic channel. The man on a mission, I guarantee it. Check him out, please. Drop the link. He's got 141 days. Man's a beast. Okay, and it's helpful to know that I'm surrounded by people that not only can identify or empathize, but they're in it. They're in the trenches here with me in their own way. Although I can remember as far back, I don't know how long ago it was. I went 3 months sober, and I knew when I had finally like given up that sobriety, when I had finally took that first drink in my brain, like even though it was just a thing, it was just a drink. In my mind, I was just like, it's over. I broke it. And now I guess I can just screw up even harder because the 3 months that I had gained, they mean nothing. But that's me. That's my own mind. I let myself trip myself up. I sabotaged any true I don't know, wellness or any positivity that I had gained, any clarity. I totally let it fall into nothingness because I told myself I was defeated. And we are our own worst critics. We will beat ourselves up thoroughly. And the world will continue to try and beat us up. So bear in mind, like, we're our own worst critics. So please give yourself all the slack you can. And yeah, look, to you, the individual, you know who I'm talking to. Oh, by all means, I gave up everything has become my. See, now I empathize very much with Hello, Kim. Welcome. Thank you. Uh, we will talk about that, Brandy. I saw your last message, and I told you I'll help you with the wording. Oh, Queen. Damn it. Okay, so my concern, and I want to talk to you directly, but I don't want to put your name out there because of what you're dealing with. I know what that's like, and I'm kind of testing different ways to go about it. And so some things that I did reach out to one of our best community members, who is a mod, who gave me some very humbling advice. It's good to reach out to people that you trust. So based on the advice I got, like, I'm not going to go balls to the wall and engage in a stupid beef or a drama. I mean, she had wisely pointed out what would have been that would be a direct contradiction of something that I've said a few times, if not more than a few times here, where I'm like, what would you rather say on your deathbed? And juxtaposed to just being at my friend's funeral yesterday. Okay, I there was well over 100 people there. This man had an impact on his community. He he and his brother, his father, they own a business, and clearly the community is thankful. The people that came into their lives were thankful. His old, like, elementary school neighbors when they were kids were there. I think they were the last speakers. I think of everybody that spoke and everybody I got to meet that were sharing their memories about Sean, and it put things in a big, just a lot of perspective for me. And I don't want to, on my deathbed, like I learned about some of the things Sean was discussing. How silly would it be for anybody? I don't care who you are and how big your platform gets or whatnot. How stupid and silly would it be if you wanted some of your last words to a pastor, to your family, is like, yeah, I'm glad really glad I showed that YouTuber in our YouTube beef. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna go now. You know, I no, there was far larger conversations of substance being had on his day, on his final day, and none of them were something I don't know what the term is, hollow, stupid. I don't want any part of that. So there is power in not engaging. Inaction is inaction in and of itself, and let anybody that wishes to put the energy to come at you do just that. You really can't do much about it. That's this whole trip that is YouTube is like the final frontier. It's the last wild west that we have before regulations kick in or what have you. And because it is just that, people will choose to be a product of their environment and act like primitive human beings that have never evolved past a certain state and do what they do. It's up to us to choose. Do we let it bother us, or do we move forward and march, forward stronger with more resolve, especially knowing that somebody wants to see you fail? That adds, if anything, I want to thank any of the individuals that have made it so clear they want to see me fail, or I don't know, crack, snap, whatever the case. I've been through the ringer recently. People have it a lot worse than me. Okay, I'm not trying to paint any other kind of picture, but all I'm simply stating is, regardless of losing people that I care about dearly, all right, 8 years I drove in the passenger seat with this man, and he may have roasted me on a daily basis with the whole crew. It helped shape me, and it helped me just look at life in a different way, and I'm forever grateful. And watching him mature as a father, and begin to, and I'm convinced it was definitely raising his two daughters and seeing me before my addiction, and then after. I'm convinced that it was after he began to maybe rethink how he chose to treat me in some of my more lackluster moments. And I don't know, like there was a mutual respect spoken, and it was crazy, and it was a trip, and it was an honor, because he to me was somebody that was just always tough, and seeing that he was receptive and empathetic, it meant a lot, and it showed a lot of growth on his part. And yeah, I don't know, yeah, it still bothers me, but truly, like I know I could have called out of work today, but Sean was the guy that never missed work, not for nothing. He'd call you a PUSSY if you called out. I mean, that's just who he was. He was up, at 'em and ready, 4 or 6 a.m. every single day. He'd be honking his horn in his Ford truck. He didn't care about the rest of the neighborhood. He'd call my phone 40 times and leave a bunch of text messages. You mother, you son of a bitch, is blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he made it clear that he had no sympathy for anybody trying to just sleep one off or not get to work. He was a hard worker. He was diligent. He was structured. He was not a perfect man by any means, but like none of us are infallible. He was just so human, and he was this individual that I thought I'd never become a true friend with, because he was my boss, and he was tough, and he was always ranking on me for this, that, and the other. But I also remember before I was getting ill and needed lung surgery, It was something in the air at a job site that was being inhaled, and I was the only one carrying a big old thick thing of Treadmore padding. That's the heaviest freaking. But let's start the program, create the. Yeah, you're right about that, Jack. You ain't kidding, by the way. Um, so when you're carrying Treadmore padding, it's the thickest pad that goes under carpet. Trying to put a New York spin on carpet, and I'm walking from the elevator all the way down and all the way back, labored breathing, and then there was like another crew, and they were in like hazmat like suits, spraying something in the freaking air, and nobody tells me a damn thing. I ain't got no mask, and fast forward a few days after that. I remember this one day where it just became increasingly hard to breathe as the days went on. And after a full week went on, Sean was there with me, and yes, if you hear me get labored, I had a piece of my lung taken out. Okay, um, I got maybe allegedly, I don't know, 95% lung capacity, but when I was having this coughing fit and I could not breathe, like the tough guy Sean, all of a sudden he's sitting right next to me because I couldn't stand anymore, and I'm not breathing or I'm wheezing. Probably sounds like I was choking to death, or just and he got down like level with me, and he just put his hand on my shoulder, and he's just looking at me saying, just breathe. Like all of a sudden, tough guy Sean that never showed too much kindness and always, he was the most masculine man ever. Okay, just take it from me on that one. And like he took a moment. He took as long as it took until I was able to breathe, as he coached me through this moment where I didn't think I was, in any danger, but I certainly could not. Um, it could have been really bad. Let's say if he wasn't there, I may very well have woken up in the hospital, and maybe the surgery would have been done sooner. I mean, and I don't like talking about the surgery too much. It happened, and I survived. That's all there is to it. I forget how long I was in the ICU. It was a long time. The recovery nearly killed me, and then I became dependent. It was during the opiate epidemic. Yada yada. So there you have it. I'm lucky to have survived, and unfortunately, because of the healthcare system, and my own stupidity and actions, and not seeking proper counsel without proper healthcare, yes, I did become an opiate addict and fiend, and that was the beginning of what could have been my end. But I survived, and here I am, and I'm not seeking meaning for what this channel is about. I know what I want this channel to be. The question is, will I continue to work for it? Because there's nothing that's worth having that's ever easily obtained. It's not just a little amount of effort that goes into something and you reap all the best rewards. That's not how it works. So you're gonna have to get rough and tough and dealt with and hear things and get involved with people that you don't want to. It's just going to happen. It's how you can empower yourself by how you choose to engage. That's the only thing that can really liberate us. And you cannot care about the people that will never see you for who you feel you are. Their perspective is their reality. You cannot control other people's realities, especially if they are going to make up their minds about it. Period. End of story. C Fowles, what's up? And yeah, I missed a lot of the comments. This is the thing I do. This is my rant thing. I'm sorry, D Libby 68. Still, you're one of my favorite people. Literally, you changed your name just so I could read it better. So that's why every time I see your name, you're gonna get it read out. Let me check some of the comments. And again, remember, I have chosen to live my life, especially recently. A funeral of somebody you loved will definitely put things in perspective. So I am going to spend some time with somebody that I want to spend time with. Even though there was a big part of me that's like, Eli, you got to get on YouTube. You got to. I mean, here I'm doing just that. I'm just doing the best I can with the time that I have, and then we're gonna get back to it. We're gonna go hard in the paint. I promise. All of the things that I've said about big collaborations, they're all still very much there. The only thing that has yet to happen is a meeting with all parties involved. And yeah, I got a plan with this Breaking Fetters. All right. If you are not aware of Breaking Fetters, please support that channel. That's a man of integrity. And if you're somebody that judges people by the past, we don't want you there or here for that matter. Kick rocks. Um, Weevy's World. I dig that cat. He's down to earth. He'll shoot the shit with you, and he's just he's sincere. He's real. And I think sincerity is something that's really hard to come by and find. And again, if you're somebody that likes to find or look into or weaponize something from the past, I mean, kick rocks, but have at it with me. Just, keep on keeping on. Just these are good people, and I'm throwing in with them. I'm giving my endorsements here. All right. Seafowls, Forging Thought. And I think and then there's other people I've yet to meet. And we want to do a whole thing where we all get up on a panel and we feel we have something to offer. There's my freaking boy. Took you long enough, bruh. What's up, Indy? Indy, if only I would have taken your advice so many months ago. I was going to say years, but you were right then and you're right now. All right, hold on. We're going to get homeboy up here while we still here. What's good, partner?
What up, bro?
How you doing,
Co-
man? How was your day?
Cold. I'm very cold.
You are a cold motherfucker, bro. I know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
It's
Word.
freezing down here right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't remember what the cold's like. I live in Florida, so
Uh-huh. Yeah, you
eh,
see me. I'm in like a jacket in my
yeah, dude.
house. So yeah,
I
that's
can
how
I can
cold it is.
I can hear your jacket. That's how serious it is. I can hear your jacket. You got the hijab over your yeah, you got the whole ninja thing going on.
Mhm.
All right, it's serious there, bro. Don't you have like a heat inside of
Yeah,
that
I got a
jacket?
heater right behind me. I'm just not gonna turn it on yet because like once I turn it on, then like I have to keep it balanced. It might get too hot behind me.
Oh,
So I gotta
well,
ride I gotta ride it out a little bit, you know. So
understood. And that's I would rather personally I would rather the cold than overwhelming heat.
yeah,
That's just me.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, I hate sweating or over sweating and yeah, and I can only say this. I can, you know what? I'll own it. I'll take it here. I I miss the cold, but only because I'm living in Florida that I can say that.
Makes
Totally,
sense.
totally manning up to that. And this whole thing, I never got to do a snow angel when I was a child. That bothers me. So now I have to go to New York just to do a snow angel and fly back. But all that, were you a part of the squad that was like, oh my God, is Eli okay? Because I came home to some messages that people were concerned about me.
Bro, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna just like hit you up out of the blue and be like, yo, 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 like you good, you good, you good. Because I don't need to be doing that to people, to be honest with you. Some people need time to repair themselves um and not get bombarded by messages by people like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Um that's just me. I
I'm grateful you say the things out loud that like I didn't even that's the very honest, astute just point. And I didn't that's exactly what I wanted to say, but I'd worry about it hurting people's feelings. I
yeah,
appreciate everybody that reached out, had their concern, but I did very much I needed to disconnect and it became overwhelming. But thank you for caring so much. That's why the community is here. That's why I'm trying to build it. So I can't in the same breath be like, yeah, y'all,
yeah.
how dare you? No, thank
No,
you, and be
that
there for one
that's
another.
them being caring, and I get it. Like I understand that. The only thing I could say to you was because I've lost people. I've lost a lot of people recently. So it's like the only thing I can say to you is just, man, I'm sorry. Like you can't like be, like you can't really deal with what is really going on. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just be like, oh, sympathetic towards somebody's like feelings, but because you see it the same way, they're going to deal with it different than anyone else is. You know what I'm saying? Like no one ever deals with death the same way, or like a friend losing a friend the same way. Some people like it hits hard and it's bad, and they'll go in self-destruct mode for a couple months. They'll go into like, like it's real shit that will happen to people. And to be honest with you, bro, all I wanted to say is just I'm sorry for your fucking loss, and like I can't. I'm not going to be all up in your DMs being like, fucking reach out to me if you ever need anything. Like, if you ever, you know already what time it is. If you need to reach out to somebody, you just fucking hit me up, my ass the fuck up, bro. Like, I don't need to powder coat shit with people, unfortunately. Like,
There's nothing unfortunate about that. That's perfect, man. That's an elixir. Sometimes you say the things that is like the exact thing that I needed to hear or wanted to hear. So no, real talk. And
yeah,
yeah, you are one of those people. Like I know what time it is. If I need to reach out, I know you one of the OGs that I'm gonna reach out to. Period.
yeah,
You know.
yeah,
But also I cannot stress enough though how thankful I am for everybody that was reaching out to. Like I'm not trying to make them feel any kind of way. I'm just saying that both sides have their truth here. And by the way, Carney, speak up. I heard my phone. Let me check that right quick. Hold the phone.
that's the boy C Fouls right there. What up?
And then Eli walks away.
Mm-hmm.
What's
How's
up,
it going,
brother?
kid?
Chilling, bro. Just enjoying a beer, hanging out, having a
Oh
nice,
yeah, drink one for me, brother.
yeah, having a nice quiet Sunday.
I can't tell you how tempting it was to self-destruct, by the way.
Yep.
And Sean was very much a lover of Bud Light, and just a drinker in general. My God, did I want to get tanked? I mean, all the booze was paid for at the farm. It was really extravagant. Yeah, it would have been the easier route, but Sean was not a man that did that though. He drank because he could, and he could stay more in control. Right now, sobriety is where I need to be, and I'm sticking by it. 7 days. I want to see 7 days turn into 14 days, but one day at a time. When you're this fresh into staying dry, you need to just focus on now, not
Mhm.
Exactly.
what's ahead.
And
But if I may,
from my experience, that'll go away too. Like at first, I was super bummed, like, oh damn it, Shade's drinking. I want to drink a beer with him, but
Yeah.
now I don't even
No.
care. I'm like, hell yeah,
Yeah.
more for you, buddy.
Yep. Don't even look at me drinking shit. Like,
nah,
it's
trust me.
okay. So regardless, if you are like an alcoholic or you're trying to get away from liquor, right? You're always going to be around liquor. It's just a fact. So,
What's my job again?
yeah. So if you can do it and have self-control, I've said self-control is fucking everything. So if you can manage it and do it and still work in a liquor store and not drink, then you have pretty much self-control to do whatever the fuck you want in your life. So, and alcohol is always going to consume people. It's like one of the hardest things to not drink. Like,
It it,
it's in
it
your face, like it isn't like pills, it isn't like anything else. You could literally walk to the store and buy it, fucking multiple hours of the day, depending on what state you're in, like it's always going to be there. It's always a thing. So if you can move on from it, bro, like fuck,
yeah,
more
just
power to you.
regarding I do fantasize about being able to socially drink again right now. Again, I think it's just wise at this juncture that I stay on the straight and narrow. But I do enjoy the whole vibe crew at the bar and having a couple drinks and whatever. But that's down the line.
Yeah.
Right now, heavy priority on keeping it healthy. And C-Files, I wanted to ask you, brother, like, are you also uh, on the wagon?
Uh,
Meaning you're not drinking, or are you? Or I mean, it's or you, if you don't have to talk
I
about it, if you don't want to.
I haven't been drinking for a while. I've been going to meetings and shit, and like doing the whole. I like to say it gets really preachy to people, but yeah, I've been doing the whole thing, man. Hanging out with sober people, except for fucking Shade over there, and I don't know, just doing it. We all know I had like an actual problem with it. It wasn't social drinking or whatever. It was just getting fucked up every single day as much as I could.
And in my own mind, I'd take a statement like that and I'd tell myself, see, I'm doing better than that guy because you would day drink. So automatically, my primitive brain would say, I'm not as bad. I don't drink during the day. I wait till after work and I wait till after I go live. And then sometimes I'd get way too overtly cocky after drinking, and then I'd hit the live button after having some drinks, thinking I could put one over on y'all. That was fun. Well, not fun. It was supposed to be sarcastic. So yeah, I just got wise to it, and I'm not trying to fool myself. I'm gonna take this as far as I can, and right now it's working for me. The clarity. What I need to remaster is what y'all been doing, playing video games and junk. I can't seem to just enjoy them like I used to, and watching movies over and over, and also finding just hobbies. The program is a great thing because you surround yourself around the kind of people you surround yourself around the change that you want to start going through yourself. So I may have to look into also not the program, but something.
Well, I
Something.
mean, like Insanity and I just stayed up until 4 a.m. I think 5 a.m. last night, shooting on a random zombie video game together, just hanging out. Like, bro, you just got to get in there and get in the Discord and just do it. And late at night when you can't sleep and people are in that bitch, because usually people are in that bitch at night. So that's
I
all you got
know.
to do. That's all you got to do is just go in there and assert yourself.
I last night I was I buy these games, dude. Who knows how much money I've spent? Especially this whole digital age of purchasing things, we'd probably overspend. Just like your eyes are too great for your appetite, I'd buy just down the line all this crap, and I haven't touched some of these games that I spent $60 or $80 on. It's ridiculous. But like I was trying to play Sonic Frontiers of all things. And then I was playing the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 remaster, and I don't know why I can't get into these games like I used to. For years since Nintendo, I have been a gamer. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe my brain is going through its changes, and I'll rediscover my passion for gaming. Right now, it's just movies, and that's it.
I think you might need to just find the right game to play.
Yeah, and I have a lot of those games, like whatever that may be, like Horizon, every fresh game you can think of, man. I either have it or have access to it one way or another. But yeah, and I need to just jump into an online, even though it'll piss me off. I need to get into one of those shooters, bro, and get my ass kicked.
Yeah, you need to get beat up a little bit for a while.
I know, man. I used to do so good. I used to jump into Modern Warfare 2 when it came out on the PS3, and I'd announce in the lobby to some schmuck. I'd be like, "Yo, dude, watch this. I know I just got in halfway through the match. Watch my place now, and then watch at the end of the match." At the time, I was doing opiates, so I was definitely on that false confidence, but I could back it up because at the end of that match, I got the top spot, and the dude just went, "What the fuck?" And like a ghost, I just said, "Yup," and I disappeared.
Yep. Bye.
Don't ever do that again. Just you personally with your voice, you shade. I can't envision. Yep, bye. Or please do it again. Well, every day. Start your day with those very words.
Oh man.
Seafouls, was you up in the gamer thing?
No, I'm not really a gamer. I play like the Skate trilogy, and that's about it.
The skate
skate games like the skate on like
like
PlayStation. Yeah, like
Thrash?
Skate 1 and 2. No, like the actual game called Skate.
Oh, word. Okay.
It's called Skate, and then Skate 2 and Skate 3.
Yeah, it's basically like really skateboarding in a video game.
They're really on the nose with the title there, huh? No room for the imagination.
No, it is what it is.
It's like if they made a game called Game. It's the game that you play. Word.
Yeah.
So
yeah, go on.
Yeah, no, we did that. I don't know if we'll see. We might play some Fortnite tonight. I don't know, or we'll play this other game. We'll see.
Should I get over my promise and vow to myself that I'd never play Fortnite?
Hey, I play Fortnite no builds. I don't do the building weird shit that all the little kids do and stuff like that. I don't mess with that. I like PvP and I like shooting people and stuff.
I
don't
like
like
PvP too, but isn't building the whole thing that?
Yeah, no, I don't care for that shit. Nah.
Oh, okay. I mean, it looks ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
I've watched some of these streams and like I don't know how Fortnite got so freaking crazy big. I always thought it just appealed to the youngest demographic, just like Minecraft or something. But yeah, all right, maybe all right. Since you just I didn't know that they had a Fortnite where you didn't have to do the building.
Yep.
Didn't know that.
And it's actually fun, not building. I don't mind it. And I never was a dude to say I'll ever play Fortnite. Like I have 5,000 hours in Rust. Like it's one of the hardest games you could ever fucking play on PC. But I do enjoy some Fortnite. So
Is it true Drake is the guy that made it big? Wasn't it Ninja that made it big?
I don't know. One of it doesn't matter. They're both
Chicken or
awful
the egg.
humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It doesn't matter.
All right. I don't mean to take this into a dark place, but with Drake, y'all heard some of the loose talk about him kind of grooming the younger celebrities like Millie
Yeah.
Bobby Brown. Okay.
Okay,
You
so we
don't
gotta
say. Just like everyone else.
Hey, hold on. Can we just not talk about him at
Here's
all?
all I'll say about it, okay? Here's all I'll say about it. Then it's a one and done.
Yep.
I want to do a whole freaking video about his creepiness, okay? That's it. That's all. I said my piece.
Hey, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad video. You might get a lot of hate for it.
It's
But
been
whatever.
I don't whatever. It's been done 1,000,000,001 times, but I mean it's bothered me. I forget the guy, I don't know if he's on just YouTube or Facebook, D'Angelo or whatever the hell his name is. He came up really good covering this kind of stuff, but man, it's just creepy. Yeah.
Damn, Live Freedom, 5,000 hours in DayZ on Xbox. You're a fucking champ, bro. I couldn't have done that.
DayZ.
DayZ's a rough one to play. That's also a rough game to play.
Anonymous dude, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not, but you sure did. You heard it right. Yes.
Yeah.
So hold on. All right. I just want to make sure.
Laugh.
DayZ, am I getting that mixed with like World War Z? Did they
No,
made...
all right. So DayZ is like a survival game that takes place in like Russia after like a meltdown or some shit happens. So there's zombies and then there's other survivors that can kill you. And the point is to build up a fortified area or a base, or if you don't play like that, you can just log off with all your gear in PvP. It's a full-out survival game. You got to kill animals, got to kill chickens, got to cook them, got to do things to survive. You got to have proper clothing. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it takes some investment too. Like you got to go in and you got to care, which adds to the stakes of, getting through.
And when you die, you literally die. You lose all your shit and you wake up on a beach and you got to run back towards your body or you got to start all over.
I was brought up in that shit. Just like Bane said, I was molded in the darkness, brother. Ultima Online is the first MMO that ever graced our internets. And it's the first MMO I played and got addicted to. It's before World of Warcraft, before EverQuest. That was a game where if you died and you lost your shit, people would gank it and take it and it was gone forever. And you had a house that you bought. You had to maintain it and visit your house or it would crumble and people would loot your shit. So I'm very familiar with that.
Yeah, and
I miss it.
Rust with zombies used to be a thing because I've been playing Rust for 7.5 years now or some shit like that. It used to be a thing, dude, but it's not a thing anymore. They removed all the zombies unless it's Halloween, and then they put them back on the map. So, Tumult, I think your name is?
Yeah. It's good people. So Rust. So I didn't know Rust actually went the zombie route too.
Oh yeah, they had zombies when it first started. Like they actually just had zombies running around everywhere in the game. Now they have like scientists that pretty much are like the equivalent of the zombies, but they shoot you and shit when you're like trying to do stuff, and it sucks. Yeah, it's weird. It's different. It's a different game.
Here, since we're on this concept, I always like to do a recommendation of a movie. So there's a movie that is, I think, available for rental, purchase, whatever. It's called The Retaliators. Maybe it's a hit or miss. I kind of enjoyed it. It's a new spin on the zombie genre by taking a bunch of people that were really bad and that were tortured for a very long time, so much so that they were almost in a zombie-like state. And and then they get loose and well, homeboy's got to go to town. But like they didn't have their vocal cords all screwed up because the guy made them drink Drano and he'd like put power tools to their dome and stuff. Yeah, dude. And when they got out, they were all initially like the scum of the earth, like the lowest of the low, already killers. So they
All
just
right.
went
Yeah.
out, and
Okay. You got to send that to me.
it's
And
called it's called the Retaliators.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
I just spent $5 on the son of a bitch to watch it, and I was hoping for more, but the concept, I dug it, man. So yeah, I do recommend it, and it gets graphic.
Okay.
So
So there was another movie that I've seen recently. I think it was on maybe Netflix that was kind of the same. It was I don't even know what the fuck it was called, to be honest with you. Like I literally just pick random ass movies and I just watch them at night because I could never sleep ever. So uh yeah, I watched some random movie about some like scientist woman that was married to a dude and he like bunkered himself in a house during the apocalypse, but he's just like in the house and sends blood to this nurse lady that's living in the woods that's married to him or some shit. And it's fucking weird, bro. Like she flies a drone to like transfer the blood
I
and
want to know more.
it's a whole different trip and there's zombies running around and the guy like figures out that he doesn't have the actual disease and he like basically tries to beeline it somewhere and not get caught and take his wife at the same time. And movie's fucked up.
Okay,
So
and you ain't got no title for me. All right, it sounds.
I'll figure it out. I'll send it to you. I'll figure it out. I'll look at my history.
And Tumult was saying Daisy is like Rustwood Zombies. That's
Yes,
what he was
yes,
clarifying.
yes, yes. Okay, bet. Yep, fair enough.
So let's see. Aside from the company, when I do play a video game, I got some choices here. I can do the Modern Warfare 2, or I could do. Y'all don't know Gungrave or Sega games or anime games. Horizon Zero Dawn. Y'all know that. That was a AAA title. I didn't finish it. I know the new God of War Ragnarok is out. I'm waiting on that one. I don't know. Like, I have a lot of games. I just
Yeah.
don't know which one I'm going to select.
So my other question is
Yeah.
how strong is your PC? That are you willing? You not strong? Not strong.
It's
No.
it's not it's not what it should be for the things that I do on it, and I
Okay.
haven't bought a new processor in geez, I don't know how long, bro. So yeah, it's certainly lacking.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. No, I mean, Insanity and I were just looking for a third person. So I mean, you wanna get down
Yeah,
sometime.
I don't think I'm worthy because y'all got some like master setups. I just got my PS4. That's like my boo thing.
Hey,
All right. Well, not really. I don't really use it.
wait. There's some games that we can
I'm
all play
listening.
cross-platform. Hold on. Let me think about this.
Yeah, no, there's a few. They're advertised as such. I know.
Yeah, I'll think about
Turbo
that.
graphics. Damn, turbo graphics.
Insanity
Oh, am
laughs.
I
We were
losing
just
connection
looking for a
here?
third person, bro.
Yeah, and I'm not the guy. What C-Fouls, you're not the guy. We're not the guys. That's
Nope.
okay.
It's all right.
All right. Jesus. What?
I still love y'all the
No,
same.
do
All
go
right,
on.
let's
Speak.
talk let's stop talking about video games. Let's talk about some other stuff. So, I see that you haven't caught up on Ryan
Well,
Upchurch's music lately.
What about
this is
it?
true.
Uh I don't know. There's a little diss track that he put out that I actually listened to this morning when I woke up, and I was
Yeah,
like, "God damn,
you know what that's
okay."
about?
Uh, yeah, I mean, I'm not dumb. I know that there's like a bunch of other folks that you
Basically,
know.
basically, this dude was signed under this other dude, and that dude was fucking the dude he signed, like not giving him money and shit. The church was like, okay, I'm gonna go after you and fuck your life up until you release this guy from your label. And I think it took like
Ooh, that it
12
happened
hours or
today, didn't it?
16
Yeah,
hours, and dude was like,
yeah,
yep, he's off.
yep. It happened today. So, but I just have to say, for him putting that shit together, and he went on a murder spree with the like all the different beats from other folks that he used on that diss. I must say, yeah, it was pretty clean, pretty clean. And I don't know what the fuck those people are thinking in their right mind to even start like dissing people that have nothing but time to fucking rip your ass apart. I don't know. I don't know why people would do that.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't want to diss
why would?
battle with church. It don't go well for people.
Like, I
He wrote
don't. Yeah,
that. He
yeah.
wrote that in 45 minutes.
I believe it.
He's dude's a wordsmith. You know, I've heard his lyrics and content. I mean, but I mean, I ain't gonna deny. I usually seek different artists. You know, but he's a country rapper, so that's its own like demographic
I've been
right there.
following
It's a
Upchurch since
style.
the Larry videos on Facebook.
Mm,
Yeah, you've been with Creek Squad for a minute,
yeah.
right? It was all relatively new to me.
What also is funny is like, I don't know if you. There's another rapper that has one little
FJ
thing
Outlaw.
that he says in his song that makes perfect points. Never go against a millionaire that's willing to mow his own fucking lawn. And that is Church. And that is the dude that I'm not going to blast his name out that said that in a song. But don't go against people that do work by themselves, or it's a rap, bro. Like, no one else is making anything for those other people. They could hire the best songwriters ever for diss tracks. It's never going to pop off the same way that dude's going to pop off. It's just, it is what it is.
I gotta actually take a day whenever that day comes, whenever my next day off is, and just catch up with all the new songs or all the new music he's put out. I finally got caught up with a lot of the stuff he's done. I can't remember the titles, but man, I do like Homeboy stuff for real. But I cannot call myself a super fan, and I'm not gonna lie,
No, me
just for
neither.
like the masses or anything. Hold on, my phone real quick. Keep on hold the
Yep.
the fort. The fort.
Yeah, I'm not a super Upchurch fan. Like I said, I fuck with this music. I listen to some shit. I don't bump it in my car. Like, I'm not part of Creek Squad. I'm not part of anything. But I do fuck with this music. I know talent when I fucking hear it, and dude's got some fucking talent. So it is what it is. It's not the type of rap I listen to, unfortunately. So it is just reality. I ain't hating on it. It's just not what I listen to.
I don't know. If any, I appreciate when people are just freaking honest in front of their people. Like, we're not gonna sit here and say we're something we're not. Okay, that's all there is to it. And yeah, I've been hearing like and yeah, FJ Outlaw. I saw Upchurch's post, which man, Upchurch goes pretty hard when it comes to something he believes in, which is always commendable. And I know it's helped serve him in a positive and a negative, whatever the case. But he made the demand and he tagged the guy, said, "Let FJ Outlaw out of that label." All right, I hear somebody's got their feedback on. I hear me. But yeah, he's straight up. He tagged the label and said, "Let this guy out, or I'm gonna come at you," or yeah, something like that. Did you see the post? It's his community post.
Yeah, and 16 hours later, you got released from the label. So
No kidding, really?
yeah,
Damn. All right, that's impressive. Who is this Upchurch? Yeah, that's all right, Tyrone. Not everybody's cup of tea, and I remember you. It's good to have you back. Welcome. Kind of surprised, but you know, everybody is welcome. And yeah, and I do advocate. I'm a big fan of independent artists this day and age. And Bob talked about Church is the modern day Elvis. I think Upchurch takes a lot from Elvis. We all know he's a big fan, and he sees a lot of similarities in their lives in general. I think the movie about Elvis kind of summed up Elvis' style pretty good in one scene where he's listening to like the kind of speakeasy jazz, and then on the other side, on the right, is like church hymns, and he puts them together. That's
yeah.
pretty. Yeah.
Elvis was a badass motherfucker, bro. I just got to keep it real.
Oh, no,
Elvis was a badass motherfucker.
and that's another thing. Like he's got quite a legacy. Dude's a legend, but I also haven't gone out of my way like I have with Tupac and Biggie, and I have every single CD Tupac has ever put out, from the first Tupacalypse to his last. Well, I don't know. They're still putting Tupac albums out. I don't know.
That's funny that you say that, because
Why?
like, I grew up on Big L. I did fuck with like Biggie and like Pac and shit, but I was a huge Big L fan, like fucking holy shit. Damn,
Okay,
Big
don't
L.
judge me. Big L.
Yep.
I don't know that I'm familiar with Big L.
Okay, so he was also a New York rapper. You'll have to just look up Big L.
Okay.
And so, yeah, he died at a young age. He got robbed for a chain outside of a bodega and shot to death, which kind of sucks. Right when he's blowing up, which was a thing. But Big L, man, I'm telling you, if you like Biggie and Pac, you should go down to Big L Lane one night real quick.
Really?
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, I think Biggie and Pac, while they have their own similarities, two distinctive voices. I like Tupac's ability to just sound so. I don't know. He's got an energy. Now, Biggie can tap into that, but mostly Biggie has more of a kind of a droll monotone. But I don't know, man. They both got such a wide network of albums out there. Life After Death is probably my biggest bias.
Yeah. That was a hard one for me. Life After Death? Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that album, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I actually enjoyed what the first part of Life After Death, like the first like 4 songs on the album, and then I was kind of like, but it grew on me over time. I guess it's something that like you just have to. I grew up listening to that shit, I guess. So like that shit was on repeat. Them, Outcasts, fucking everybody else. I don't know. I grew up in that time. I'm fucking 40, so like, and I was a hip hop head my whole life. I never listened to anything else but hip hop and rap music my whole entire life.
I was a hip hop head until somebody threw freaking ICP in my face in like 7th grade, and I was like, "What is all this?" And then I don't know. It's a little harder to listen to those lyrics to find the substance because it was a lot of just things that were. It was immature fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though some of the beats were dope and all that, but like Great Malenko and I don't know. I remember. Oh my god, what was? Let me see if I can recite one of these. Fago, send your mama straight up to the stove. Tell that bitch to bring home a Fago. Everybody sing.
Fuck yeah.
Oh hell no. No,
First
I
of
was a
all,
huge
Fago's the
Mobb Deep
shit.
fan. I was a huge Mobb Deep fan. Like
Mob Deep for
bad.
real.
Yeah, like a huge Mobb Deep fan. Like I used to walk through my high school like headphones on, blocking everybody out in the hallways, bumping some fucking Hell on Earth or some fucking Infamous album, walking through, just not even talking to nobody.
I mean, you look like the kind of person that would do just like you described. So
Yep. Yeah.
it's not coming as a huge shock or anything.
Yeah. And I'd freestyle all the fucking time in the hallways. I'd hang out. Yeah, I don't know, man. It was different. It was a different time.
You could say that again. I'm starting to really feel my age, brother. Millbilly, what was you bumping back in your high school days?
Shit, I grew up on NWA, Too Short, Big Daddy Kane, all that.
That's some of the classics right there. That's the foundation, brother.
Yeah, I was a huge I was a huge Group Home fan. Remember Group Home? You ever Millville? You ever fucking hear a Group Home back in the day?
Not that I recall.
Oh shit! Damn, I need to put y'all on. Holy fuck! We're missing it. We're missing it.
We stand to be enlightened, my good friend. Feel free by all means. That's on anything there.
Yeah, I'm just an old hip hop head, man. That's part of my shit, I guess.
Or KRS-One. I mean,
KRS-One, I fuck with KRS-One heavy, and I actually fucked with like the Fat Boys, like Beastie Boys, way back in the day.
I went to go buy Eazy's new CD when it came out, and they wouldn't sell it to me, so I went back in the store and I stole everything I couldn't buy.
That's some G shit.
I figured if I'm gonna get caught, I might as well take them all.
In my much younger days, like before I was 18, I was definitely a bit of a klepto. I mean, we have the 4th largest mall in the United States here in my backyard. Well, not as much when I was living in the trailer parks, but me and my boy would go there with suit-sized, which is human-sized bags, multiples, and just go into the mall and walk out with them all filled up and go onto the city bus with all of our stuff. I remember I was so bold. I'd go into this one place that had all these anime VHS tapes, and right in the display window, like the whole mall could just watch me and my boy doing our thing. and I'd be cutting off the tags and just putting them in there. Yeah, dude, it's nothing short of a miracle that I never got caught.
Bro.
I
Yeah.
took like
See,
I took 40 Tamagotchis once. Just
Damn.
to, yeah, I know, and then I just smashed most of them. But yeah, if that impresses you, man, I'm afraid to
uh,
tell you.
no, I mean, I never like stole shit from like stores. I just did a lot of bad shit to other people. I never like stole stuff from like I, the only thing I actually did really, to be honest with you, like as far as stealing from like, and I'll say this freely, like, I don't give a fuck. I used to paint a lot of graffiti when I was a teenager, like a lot of graffiti, and I used to just steal paint, bro. I used to go into the hardware stores and just rack up fucking
I
paint
seen
all up in.
I seen people put in chokeholds over paint by undercover cops, man. That's some bullshit. I was at the bus stop once, and some dude was walking out with 2 buckets, and then this dude just put him in like a ranger's choke. Drop the fucking paint.
Yeah.
And
I used
yeah,
to
man.
steal hella paint. I used to, oh my God, like unbelievable amounts of paint, like fill up my trunk over like a 2-day period of just fucking rattle cans. And like, I stopped doing that, but I also did bad shit to people. Like, I used to rob people by gunpoint for drugs and do horrible shit to people. Like,
See,
I'm not,
yeah, no, it's okay to say these things out loud. I'm aware of
yeah,
individuals that take things where when people speak on their past and try to use it to haunt them. Man, dude, I live transparently for a reason because my past is my past. What I'm doing now is exactly what the fuck I'm doing. And my future is what I'm gonna make it. My past
yeah.
ain't gonna be the thing to take me down. I promise.
Kicked in people's doors. I've done horrible shit to people, like bad stuff that I would never do now to somebody just because I'm a fucking adult. Like,
Well, adult, and we've I don't know, maybe gained some compassion, empathy,
yeah.
or some
But
sense of the
before,
human
I
condition.
used to be on demon time, like every day.
I had a pitiful saying that I took from Killer Mike, which was or at least a version of his, but be the beast to deny the pain of being a human, and that would be my scripture and my excuse to do like the worst shit, especially when I was an addict. And I've already spoken on it, pawning, my family's jewelry and shit that I'm ashamed of. But what can I do but pay it forward? Pay the mortgage and do what I can, and they know about it. My past ain't gonna hold me hostage, man.
No,
And
I moved.
Insanity wants to. Oh, if somebody's speaking,
Oh
speak on it. Oh,
no,
okay.
insanity! Get insanity up here.
And what I do fear that my friend is on their way soon. So yeah, I don't know. That was okay. So crap. I put up the link. I'm sorry, man. I hate this. This feels so abrupt. But if I make it awkward, then it's awkward. So instead, I'll just say, okay, I wanted to check in with the community because a lot of people are reaching out, and I thank you for that. And I appreciate also people like Shade that are like, yo, bro, you know what time it is. If you need to reach out, you know where I'm at, period. Boom, boom. And everybody else in between. This is a family, this is a community, and we are the change that we hope to see in the world. And there's a lot more to come. I've already announced the people I'm going to be collaborating with, and I have not spoken publicly about somebody that I will be working with. And let's let Insanity get some words in. Did you already hear my whole sign out just to get you up on?
Yeah. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, oh man, I'm better than good. I'm freaking excelente. I'm
Don't mind
caliente.
me with my green screen, y'all. I literally just recorded 4 reactions for my channel, so
I thought you lived in front of a brick wall with pillowcases, or
a brick wall with
Insanity's
pillowcases.
homeless now.
What's up? I just wanted to say what's up. And shout out to, you said 4 days now or 5 days?
7.
7 days.
7
God
days.
damn. You know what? I want everyone to shut up on the screen real quick. Love y'all, but hush your faces for 2 seconds. And everyone in the chat, drop sevens in the chat. Woo! Drop sevens in the chat because that is some shit, bro. 7 days. I just hit 141 days today, and trust me, those first, you already know because you did it for 3 months, but those first 90 days are the hardest, bro. Those are the hardest. You're trying to kick it with friends, and friends want to go to the bar, and friends want to have a beer and play some board games and shit. Like, trust me, I understand. But once you get past those first week or two, that really hard hump in the beginning, then everything else is coasting. I'm 141 days in. I'm 245 days into not vaping, and it's the best thing I've done recently, bro. It's
Damn.
I'm glad you're on number 7. You got this for real.
When did it become its easiest for you? I mean, I've done it before. I'm not a stranger. I think you know what, me messing up that 3 months, that's what screwed me up. Period. It was such a smooth sail until I went back to it. And sorry, go ahead, brother.
Oh no, I didn't mean to cut you off. I think the hardest part, or where it got easier, is once I started taking out the friends that were doing like the slick shit in the background, trying to be like, "Hey, bro, like, oh, you used to drink all the time. How come you can't come kick it?" Blah 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 blah. Like all that stupid. Like once you surround yourself with the people that know what your goals are, and everyone in your corner can help you be goal orientated, then that's when it becomes easy. You don't have to worry about your day-to-day, like going to the bar. It's been 141 days for me, and I still haven't gone to the bar yet because I'm too afraid to go to the bar. I'm like, yo, if I go to the bar and just being around it, like out of sight, out of mind type of thing, I don't want to fuck it up.
See, all right, that is probably the wisest strategy, which is, having a good defense. But like, I got so familiar with the bar scene here, and the food is not that freaking bad. Like, seriously, over here, I might just go to the bar and trust myself enough, or go with like a friend I know that won't try to push me, because I don't want to just say goodbye to the bar life. There's enough. There's pool. There's darts. There's this, that, the other.
For sure.
Yeah, I might still give that a shot, but for now, I'm not effing with it.
Going to concerts was the hardest thing, because I used to drink beer at concerts all the time. And when I went to the first 2 concerts after quitting, it was hard at first, but you can do it. There's plenty of people that still are recovering and go to these locations. Like you said, there's pool, there's darts, there's drinks that you can get that aren't drinks in the alcoholic realm. So it's just having that strong mental to know that you can still go there and keep it going.
Yep, self-control is key, bro. That's all it is.
100%.
Like, just knowing you and being like, well, I don't need to do all that, or like, just keep on playing it in your head. Like when you see other people going to grab drinks, you're like, oh, give me a Arnie Palmer. You don't need no fucking bullshit like that, bro. To be honest with you,
something that keeps things very entertaining when you're on side sobriety is when you allow yourself to embrace people watching. And it kind of gives you a nice reminder of like, that's why I don't do that. Because, So if anything, hell, maybe in about 2 weeks from now, I'm going to go to my spot and I'm just going to be like, not to make fun, but just be like, yeah, I see what's going on there. And that's not me tonight. Yeah, why not? Screw it.
And there's definitely levels, because like kind of like what C-Files was touching up on earlier. Like, I didn't have a problem where I was dependent on it waking up every single day and having a fix, but I did have a problem where the weekends became every other day. It became every 2 days, every 3 days, where I wasn't just drinking on the weekends anymore. It was drinking on a Tuesday night I'm gonna have a 12-pack, you know what I mean, like a fucking Wednesday night I'm gonna have a fucking 15-pack because the little 6-7 beers weren't getting me drunk anymore, you know what I mean.
Do you mind if I ask Insanity? Like,
go ahead.
Oh, sorry, my connection is going in and out. Are you 420 friendly?
So I deal with a lot of anxiety issues. So when I smoke, I become so paranoid and anxious that it messes with me. And trust me, I have family that owns companies and everything. I've tried the whole CBD, I tried the whole sativa, the indica, the mix, the hybrids, the little bit more of this, the little bit more of that. That's supposed to help, but I can't do it. I tried.
It just doesn't hit you right. Yeah, I get it.
No. I get all weird and tweakerish and like get paranoid and everything. Like I can't do it. I used to do it when I would like be crossfaded, where I can have a couple drinks and the alcohol can mellow out the high, but I couldn't do it anymore.
That's exactly what became my normal, was drinking a half a fifth of bourbon and then being like, okay, I can't keep drinking like this, and then token. But now it's full clarity, and also the smoke is like a hit or a miss, and those misses, man, do not enjoy them. And then I don't know, but it sometimes I don't know. It's all gonna be I'm gonna be a straight up test lab the
Yep.
next few days. I'm gonna
It's
see what
trial and
works and
error,
what
just
doesn't.
figuring out what works for you. Like I just had a breakdown right before Thanksgiving, like a mental breakdown where I was telling my girl, I'm like, I don't have any vices. Like I got rid of the vape, I got rid of drinking. Like, what's my escape for the day? You know what I mean? Like, people get to go home and like Shade, like, all power to Shade. If Shade has self-control, then have a beer every single night. You know what I mean? Like, if you have self-control, do it. There's nothing wrong with it. But for me, I couldn't control it. Once I had one, I had 6, 7, 8, 9,
Yeah.
10, and then I'm getting sloppy drunk. You know what I mean?
Once the lights are on, they're on. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, yep. Now I
So
know exactly that.
finding the vice that works, like YouTube, and being able to be creative and jumping on a video game helps me be able to get that calmness down where I'm like super anxious and hyped up. Also, I'm dropping some like gym videos, going to the gym and shit, just getting that anger out, that aggression out, just hitting the gym. That's another thing that can really help out.
I miss I miss having a chain bag, a bag that's hanging
Yup.
down, because the one I got, I just knock it down every time. It's got the water, the sand, or whatever. But there's that, and yeah, I'm trying to force falling in love with new vices, or not new vices, old vices. I used to be able to enjoy the hell out of video games. Now it's just fucking movies, bro. But at
Yup.
least, I don't know. I'm gonna have some company, and maybe I don't know what the hell. I'll try the whole video game thing. Maybe it's just like I'm missing that element of playing video games with other people.
Yeah.
Because
It makes it a lot more fun, bro. Like, if you're playing them by yourself, it's fun and shit. Like, that's cool. But if you're actually playing them with other people and trying to like figure it out, it actually makes it like a lot better. It's not like a like random ass shit. Like, him and I got on a random server last night playing a game. We had fun for a while, and we were just kind of hanging out, trying to figure out what the fuck we were even doing in the game.
For real.
But the shit was still fun. Like, we just did it, got up, linked up, played for an hour and some change, and was like, I'm going to fuck to bed. Let's stream this shit tomorrow. Done.
And say, did you just zoom in, or did you just move the camera?
No, I zoomed my.
Damn it. Okay, you ain't gotta do all that, son. You ain't gotta do all that.
I zoomed it in.
That's yeah. See, Tumult knows what's up. All right, clans with military structure like that. Like, I used to be into that with the or not MMOs. Well, yeah, MMOs with factions and just the online shooting games. That's a whole thing, but it seems like too much effort with YouTube and a full-time job. I don't mean to sound like I'm complaining, but it's just that's the reality.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just gotta find time for myself. That's all.
Bro.
With that, yo, fam, my friend's gonna be here, so I gotta jump.
Oh, for sure.
Thank you, Shade Darker.
Hey, Shade, we're getting on Fortnite. Let's go.
Get on Fortnite and check out Shade Darker 86 channel. In there, Seafowls the Carney's channel. Insanity Reacts. He's in the process of trying to lose subs, so help him do that by subbing so that he can lose it later.
Facts.
And
Facts.
Millbilly is another channel as well.
I'm not letting him Spartan kick me out. I'm out, yeah. Fuck.
No, there's no Sparta.
Love you, bye.
No Sparta. No Sparta kicking. I'm ending the broadcast. Thank you all for being a community and helping me one day at a time. And in turn, I try to do as best as we all can. I try to throw that lifeline back. Much love, y'all. Peace out.
Later, guys.
Later, buddy.